Imagine God had sent you a first draft of this week's Parshat and said, read it. I want to know honestly, what do you think? From a human perspective, you'd read it and without question, you'd say to God, respectfully, I don't even know how to say this. I think you can shorten it. You have in here a description of the elements of each offering of the 12 princes. They're all identical. Just give their names and say that on each of the 12 days, each one of the princes brought the following identical offering. You tighten it up, shorten it, as God always does. So why does he list the elements of each of the 12 offerings when they're identical? The commentators offer a number of answers. One of them is that each one of the princes, when he brought that same identical offering, had different thoughts in mind, different intentions. And because intentions are what's important, they were not identical at all. Each one was different. And so God listed them differently to teach us that lesson. That intentions or hidden thoughts are what matters. He hears them. And we know that to be true. Imagine you have two people praying right next to each other in a shul, and they're both saying the exact same words, and one of them is concentrating on the words and their meaning, and realizes and reminding himself that he's talking to God, his Father in heaven. And he's praising and begging, asking intensely, sincerely. And the other person, while saying the words, is thinking, why can't my baseball team ever get a hit with runners in scoring position? Or, I wonder what they're serving in the cafeteria tonight. They're both saying the same words, but of course those prayers are different. There's a world of difference between them. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Forget comparing two people. Compare one person. A person gets up in the morning and prays with alacrity, intensely, sincerely, concentrating, and then goes off to work. And it's the middle of the workday, and is saying the words of the afternoon prayers, but is thinking about some interaction at work or some work issue, is not really paying attention to what they're saying. And then it's nighttime. Goes off to pray the evening prayers, and it's late, says the prayers but just barely, nodding off, not even daydreaming, just barely paying attention at all. Of course those three prayers aren't the same. Same person, same words each time, totally different prayers. And that is why. If you've been praying for a long time, days, weeks, months, years for something, a promotion, a shidduch, the right house, a child, a cure, a recovery, you get frustrated maybe because the answer's been no. Don't give up, because each one of those prayers is different. And if you've been working on yourself, then you're different, which means the person saying those same words isn't the same person. So it could well be that God's just waiting for that right combination, the right key, the right portal. That person, with that prayer, with that request, that one I'm answering. Don't ever give up. Keep praying intensely, sincerely, with concentration.